Hi, beautiful. Monique Head here, relationship coach to single, marriage-minded women of faith who are ready for a relationship. And what I do is that I teach you a new way of being, like I'm going to do today. Teach you a new way of being that helps you to own your femininity, become more feminine, so you can attract the right man and really create a meaningful relationship. I believe that relationships are so important because they influence the character of our nation, and they influence the evolution of the universe. So if that is if that appeals to you, because that's my mission, if that appeals to you, then I want you to know that you are in the right place, girlfriend. Okay, so today I want to take a big topic. This topic can be, the breadth and the depth of it is so expansive, but I just want to give you a little something, hopefully, to help you get started when it comes to what femininity is and how you can begin to practice it and apply it in your everyday, so that when you're showing up with me, you're showing up in a way that is powerful and feminine, okay? You're showing up in a way that is alluring, magnetic, and fascinating. And so here's what I want you to know. Femininity has two parts. Okay, and what I notice oftentimes is that the information that is out there only focuses on one part, and that leaves women with the missing piece, with the critical component. So much so to the point, well, I'll read messages and I'll receive messages where it'll say, well, Monique, I am feminine. Well, number one, I'm feminine because I'm a woman. I'm female, so I'm feminine. No, that don't mean nothing. Okay, so I'm feminine because, I dress well, I keep my hair nice, I do all of these things. And again, you have that part, but you're also missing a critical component. So here's what I want you to know. As I said before, femininity has two parts, okay? Number one, let me see if I can see this. Let me see if that goes right here. Number one is that you have the feminine look, right? Feminine appearance. This is what feminine appearance is. So typically the advice that in the perspective that you might see out there is to do what? Hair, nails, grooming, voice, soft tone, anything that's really based upon the feminine look. Get your hair right, your nails right, make sure that you're shaving, make sure that you keep your place tidy. All of these things have to do with the feminine appearance, the feminine look. That's part one. Okay, and this is where the typical advice that you'll see when it comes to femininity will come into play. The second part is your feminine allure. Okay. Your feminine allure, right? Now, when I think about total womanhood, feminine allure is a part of this. It's a part of this energy, right? So when a woman, let me see if I can break this down without going too deep. We women have an advantage because we're fluid, right? A part of the feminine energy is that it's extremely fluid, right? So on one hand, you have the woman where a woman can have masculine energy, what I call executive energy. And oftentimes you're in that energy if you're working or you're being a mom or you're keeping house or whatever it is. That's the executive energy, what I call executive energy. Or you have this feminine allure, right? This more alluring energy, which is more relaxed and laid back and things like that. So you've heard me talk about it, right? Being more vulnerable, creating connection, acceptance. All of these things have to do with your feminine allure. But here's just a small key that I want you to know to help you to be able to distinguish the difference between when you're in your executive energy and when you're in your alluring energy. And when you're in your alluring energy, that feminine allure is the part that's going to help you, number one, to be seen as a woman who's more attractive, even if you don't fit typical beauty American standards or wherever you live in the world, right? So typical standards of beauty. This is the part that makes you rare, right? And it really distinguishes you because you're doing the opposite of what 90% of the population is doing, at least here in America. Okay, so here's what I want you to know. When it comes to the more masculine energy is results oriented, RELTS, right? It has a results orientation. So as I mentioned, when you are in your executive energy, when you're a working woman, you got to get stuff done. You're like, look, we're going to do this, boom, boom, boom. When you're being a mom, you're like, look, we need to get out the house at a certain time, wake up, cook, feed the kids, get them clothes, make sure they're doing well. You're you're hoping for a result. It's a results orientation. And oftentimes you'll see men where you'll ask a guy a question, and you don't take his advice. You'll ask him, well, what do you think about this dress? Do you like the I don't know, caramel color dress, or do you like the green dress? And he'll say, I like the green dress, but yet you'll put on the camel color dress. And he's like, well, why did you ask me that if you're not going to take my advice? Okay, it's because men are results oriented. This is about problem solving. Okay, so anytime you are in this mode, you're in your executive energy. You're not into the allure energy. Now, here's the difference. The feminine energy, right? The feminine allure is experience. EXPERIENCE. It's an experience. I heard a woman in a TED Talk, I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but here's an example of the slight minutia, right? Just something small that I want to leave you with, the difference between your results orientation and your experience orientation. Maybe, I don't even remember. I'll have to see if I can link the video here. But when it comes to, let's say you like to go to, the cafe to get some coffee. And if you are going there to say, hey, I need some coffee to keep me up. I haven't had my coffee in the morning. Like all these different reasons. You know how women can get when we haven't had our coffee. That's the executive energy, right? That's the results orientation. But if you like to go to a cafe and you want a morning coffee because you want the aroma and you love the flavor and you just really want to savor it, all of that is experience orientation. And that's the significant difference, okay? So I'm gonna put, this is the masculine, M is for masculine, this is more of the feminine. This is a part of the feminine allure. And when it comes to femininity, because you got this part down, you got the look, you got your hair, you got your nails, you're wearing your clothing, the textures, all of these things that have to do with the feminine look, you got that part down. When it comes to the feminine allure, this is the part, right? This is the part that you're missing. And oftentimes when it comes to dating, if it's like, well, Monique, I keep going out and I'm not meeting the type of men that I like. Well, listen, if you are in this results mode, it's no wonder you're not getting what you want. So when you are in when you're in the experience of it, when you're doing it for connection, when you're doing it for fun, right? Feminine allure makes it easy for you to experience more happiness and fulfillment. You'll be able to have a new way of being that's less effort, less trying, less effort to force things to happen to make it work. And instead you begin to attract and draw beautiful, amazing, wonderful things to you, whether it's life, money, business, relationships, everything that your heart really desires, everything that you could think of and really imagine. Okay, so this is where I want you to start. I just want you to think about, as you're approaching your day, are you in the results mindset? Are you in the experience orientation? Which one are you? And as you begin to think about that, something's going to really shift in your head. I hope. If it's right, something's really going to shift in your head so that you can begin to seek more, right? And to lay more, and to rest more and relax more into your feminine allure so that you can have more beautiful experiences and ultimately have wonderful connections, because guess what? Connection leads to commitment. So this is a great place for you to start. Now, if you are thinking like, Monique, this is great, but I still don't know what to do with it, and you want to learn more, like what this means for you, particularly in your situation, I would invite you to email me, Monique@FeminineAllureAcademy.com. Monique at FeminineAllureAcademy.com. In the subject box, go ahead and put Feminine Allure Assessment. It's a complimentary assessment for me to assess what's going on with you and then identify the leaks that are happening in your feminine allure, and then to see if I have a coaching program or the solution that can help you. If I don't have it, then I can make a recommendation for someone else. It's like no biggie. Okay, so I hope that this information served you, and if it did, I want you to email me or leave a comment, subscribe. You can also click on the link below. You can get a complimentary video training series. My name is Monique Head, and I'll see you in the next video.